Bryan here from Liquid Concepts. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of our favorite film, of course, going to be the carbon fiber. So today what we've got is going to be a little bit different because it's actually going to be a candy carbon fiber. So a customer on this one right here has actually requested a candy yellow carbon fiber. So gonna be pretty cool, one that we haven't done before, so we thought we'd shoot a quick little video. So we've got our valve covers already prepped and ready to go. They're already painted and pretty much ready to be dipped. So there's a couple of things that we need to do beforehand. So the first thing is that we need to lay it out, and that way we know which way the carbon needs to go on the car. So of course we can have it all going this way, all going that way, or coming in like that, or going in like this. So a couple of different ways to do that, but what we're gonna do here is I've actually laid this out so that way I know which way the valve covers sit on the vehicle itself. And so that way, whenever we have these sitting here, we're actually going to be having it go something like this right here. So of course, as you've probably seen in some of my other videos, we're gonna take and we're gonna label this, so then that way we know 100% which way all this needs to go. So let's get some tape, let's get these labeled and get started. Let me go find the tape. Okay, now that we found the tape, now let's get started on marking these which way they need to go. So as I was saying before, we're going to have this going something like that, and then we're going to have this one going opposite of like that. So then that way both of these are coming into one another just like that as they set. So you'll notice that I actually put these over these openings right here. And so the reason for that is so whenever I go to flip it over like this right here, then I know which way these need to be going on the valve covers themselves. So easy indication on which way they need to go. So literally I just match what I've got right there and then match what I have right here. And now whenever I'm going down, it's a visual indicator as I'm going down into the water that I know that this carbon fiber needs to be going that way. So other thing that you want to make sure of is that, of course, I know I've always done it, or I have done it before. I haven't always done it, but I have done it before. Make sure you take your tape off of this side that's getting dipped. So I know that sounds crazy, but I have done that a couple of times where I've dipped out perfect, and I have a big line right where this tape was sitting. So of course it's a redo. So don't do that. Hopefully you could learn from my mistakes on that. All right, so now you can see we have our lines going right here and our lines going right here. So another thing that I want to point out is that we do have this little cutout right here for something that's on the engine. So you could, if you wanted to, lay your tape down into here and back tape this like that. So then that way, whenever I'm going down into the water, it doesn't pull that carbon in like this and possibly warp the way that the carbon is going. So we're probably gonna go ahead and do that on this side right here, and probably maybe just go ahead and just do that right there. The rest of everywhere else seems to be pretty good, to where it's got a nice smooth gradual edge that goes all the way around, so not a big issue at all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our larger tape. We'll tape up this back side right here, we'll tape up this side right here, and then that way that'll help create that carbon fiber, so whenever it's laying down, it'll literally just keep laying straight as it was going all the way around this part right here, and of course this part right here. So let's go get our bigger tape, and we'll tape all this up, and then we'll get to dipping. All right, so now that we got our big tape, now it's just as simple as just laying the tape right down there. We'll kind of take that, and we're probably gonna lay one more piece just like this. Now again, even if it's sticking over a little bit more right in through here, it's not a big issue at all, but the main thing is that we have a nice edge right here, so whenever the film comes over this edge right in through here, it comes over, it hits it, and it continues straight, so then that way the carbon stays as straight as possible. Again, it's not something that you have to do, but sometimes on the carbon it does help keep it a little bit straighter. And even if you wanted to, it's not a must-have, but even if you wanted to, we could even take and close this off right in through here like that. Again, not something that you have to do on the oil cap hole right here, but you can if you want to. And so of course, we do have this hole right here. Now this one is so small, I'm not really going to cover that up, mainly because it's not going to create as much of a pull as what like this cutout is right here, or even like a little one like that. So pretty much now that we've got this all set, now we're ready to go and get our carbon fiber, lay it in the water, and get to dipping. So again, with what we're doing on the combination of the candy carbon fiber is we have our CF282 carbon fiber film. If you want to take a look at that on our website, we're going to post a link below in the description, so you can take a look at that. So check the link on the description, and then pretty much you can see it starting to roll a little bit, so not a big issue at all. We'll take some tape here and we'll just tape this edge down here, and then tape this edge down right there. So now that we have this, now all we need to do is line up this carbon with our line that we want right here. So we're gonna probably keep it more towards this side right here. So we'll have that, and then we'll just roll that around a little bit right in there. And so now that we have that, I'm going to give myself a couple of inches of room on each side just to make sure that I have plenty of room for that carbon to stretch any way that it needs to. If I get anything that happens to get water over the top of this edge or this edge, then I still have plenty of room to go around or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and cut our film down right through here. And then of course, as you can see, I have plenty of room up top. And then we'll finish this going all the way up. And across. Alright, so of course something like this right here, I am probably not going to use anymore, mainly because it does have the slits and everything in it. So we'll probably just throw that away. I now have this piece right here, which is what I need to do this one set, this one valve cover right here. So we'll roll this back up, and then now what we can do is we'll go ahead, just to keep it out a little bit more, set a piece of tape there and set a piece of tape there. So you can do it any way you want. On this one, just to make it easier to handle, I'm going to lay down some tape just on these two sides here. Now again, you don't have to do that, but it does help in picking it up and moving it around and things like that. So we're gonna take this, set that down like that, and so now I have my carbon fiber and I have plenty of room all the way around. So I can pull these tapes back off right here. And there we go. So now, of course, I still have a place to hold it, so I know which way that I'm going to be going down into the water with it. So pretty much now, I'll pick this up, lay it in the water, and then we will get going with dipping it. So I'm going to cut these edges off right here and right there. That looks good. All right, let's get to dipping. Now again, if you haven't already checked, you definitely want to check your film to make sure that you lay the correct side down on the water. So get your fingers wet and then touch both sides of the film. The side that sticks to your finger goes down on the water. Of course, with this film right here, we've used it so much that we kind of know which side is up and which side is down. But If you don't know, definitely just wet your fingers like that, hold the film, the side that sticks to your finger goes down on the water. So now that we got this in here, we got our tank sitting at about 81 degrees right now. I'm gonna go grab some gloves on, and then we're gonna get started on spraying. Alright, so we'll check this, make sure everything is glassed out, which it looks like it is. Check our part. Everything looks good on that. So we will gently go down into the water with it, very evenly, and then it will apply itself onto it. All right, that looks like a very good hit. Now again, you can see where this right here, it helped keep it straight all the way down through here, which is exactly what we wanted. Do have a little bit of excess right here, so that'll come off in the rinse. And other than that though, everything came out really good. So great hit. And again, I'm going right in line with my tape that I've got right here. So that's exactly the way that I want it to go. So we'll go ahead, we'll put it in the rinse station, we'll get it all rinsed off, and then of course come back in, spray our candy, clear coat it, and then customers definitely going to love it. So we'll throw this in the rinse station, get the other one dipped, and show you guys what this looks like. Very nice. Really good hit. Everything seemed to line up exactly perfect the way that we needed it to. So definitely a good hit. We'll get this thing rinsed, get some candy on it, show you guys the end result, so stay tuned. All right, so we've got everything all finished up. These parts came out amazing. I think the customer's definitely going to love it. So kind of give you a little recap of what we've done with everything here. So of course we've got our carbon fiber finish that we've applied over the entire part, just like what y'all saw in just a little bit ago. And then we came in, we laid down a yellow candy, and so that way it gives it more of that yellow tint to it, and it also really makes it pop really good in the sunlight. So customers definitely going to love that. That's exactly what he wanted, so I think we hit it really good on that right there. And then of course we came back, we sprayed it with our European clear high gloss finish. Came out amazing. I think the customer's definitely going to love it, and they came out slick and really nice and clean, which is exactly what the customer wants. So I think we definitely got it really good on that. Hopefully this has really helped you out. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them below. We'd love to hear from you on anything hydrographics related, or even for valve covers, parts that you've got, anything that you'd like to see on upcoming videos. Definitely leave them below. We'd love to hear from you on that. I'm Bryan from Liquid Concepts, and this is how we customize your world. We'll see you guys next time.